Welcome to a brief overview of my favorite 10 simple, powerful solutions built into ManagePro 9.0 that I'd like you to be aware of. I'm going to try and complete this review in 5 minutes or less, so we'll be moving quickly. So without further ado, let's begin. The first feature I'd like to call your attention to is Favorites, which has been added to the ribbon control up in the upper right. Works just like Favorites in your browser. To add records to the Favorites list, simply highlight them, right-click, choose the Favorites option, add to Favorites. The Favorites list, if you click the drop-down arrow, includes all the records you've added. To get the database to immediately open up the record of focus, just click it under Favorites. ManagePro directly goes to that record. The second feature is a little zoom function, the date or calendar picker. Let me show you how to use it. If you click on a date, you pull up the calendar picker. Let's say you needed to move forward. This wasn't in February 2008. You want to go several months forward. Instead of clicking on the right arrow, just click actually on the month. You get the zoom function. You can click any month you want to choose the date. By the way, as a general reminder, remember you can turn the time display for goals off or on in the outline gap review by checking the box in the general options. And you can also set the default time every time you create a new to-do in the to-dos tab. The third feature is a time saver for me, and it has to do with search. It's an improvement we made here. I'll often search for a keyword, something like strategic. I pop it, I'll find the goal, I go great, that's the one I want, then I click go to, but it's not available in the view I'm in. It's either assigned to a different person or I'm in a customized view, so I can't find it. Now I have to backtrack. Now if I simply click OK, it actually pulls the detail of that record, which 95% of the time has all the information I need. The fourth feature is targeted just at ManagePro Plus users. If you're like me, every once in a while you get busy and you forget to synchronize, keep your database current with everyone else. Now we've got a solution for that. If you click on the Program button, go to Preferences and General Preferences, and then the Alerts tab, you'll find the ability to enable the program to prompt you to synchronize. You set how many minutes in between the prompts. You can also check here to have the program prompt you upon exiting the program to remind you to synchronize again. The fifth improvement is the ability to alphabetically sort your pick list. Let's go over that briefly. Go to Pick List by clicking on Preferences, then Terminology, and grab a pick list. Let's grab Geographic Region here. This will be typical. Sometimes your pick list will be cities, states, regions, customer lists, and as you add new ones, they add at the top and then they're not alphabetically sorted, and it's very tedious and slow to sort them all manually. Now you can just simply click on the title, sort them alphabetically, save the list, and you're done. The sixth improvement also has to do with pick lists. Let me demonstrate. Here I've got a series of projects or properties, and I've got a pick list of project type. So when I click the drop-down list, I have various choices, 3 to choose from. But what if this particular project doesn't actually fit the 3 and I need to add a 4th? I can't do it from here. We've fixed that. Now you can turn pick lists into editable by users by simply going to Preferences, Customize Field, go down to the pick list, in this case project type, and over in the Format, choose the option. Instead of Admin Edit, which means only the administrator, database administrator can edit, choose User Edit. Now to allow users to edit and add new terms on the fly as they're working the gap or outline. Once I've set the pick list to User Edit, click the drop-down menu. If those 3 options aren't, I need to add a 4th of those, simply click the Customize. It pops me right into the Edit field, and I can add new options from there. The 7th new improvement is the ability to attach documents while you're within the gap or outline view. Previously you had to go to the details of record to access that function. Now simply highlight the record, either right click, choose the add function, choose a document, or from the ribbon control come up and click add, then you'll find document. You'll also find as you explore in the general preferences we've added substantial new features to make it more consistent with SharePoint and to allow you to attach documents in multiple SharePoint sites. The 8th new feature has to do with making it easier to remove records from the scorecard view. In this case, I'd like to remove small format production. Currently now to do that, simply double-click, go to the Scoring tab, and you'll find on the far right side a Clear button. When you do that, it clears all the scoring configuration for ManagePro, takes it out of the scorecard view. I'm back here, small format production, click on Refresh, and now it's gone. The 9th improvement has to do with decluttering your Gantt view. In the Gantt view, the parent goals such as strategic plan or project management or performance management are very often going to represent the durations of the child goals underneath them, so they end up duplicating and creating some clutter in the screen. Now you can remove the parent durations by simply clicking on the P button up here in the ribbon control. The 10th and final feature I'd like to share has to do with cleaning up your screen so you could just see what starts or what is due today. In the past, you might have had hundreds or even thousands of record items. It was rather difficult to see consistently what's due today. Now we've made that available with one change to the filter mechanism. Let's take a look. If you come up here and click on Manage Filters, click on Add a Filter, filter on Due Date, in this case because I'd like to see what's due today. And the conditions, instead of choosing equal, slide all the way down to the bottom and choose Is Today. So this is saying due date is today. Click OK. Click OK again. And it cuts through the entire database. Just pull the items that are due today, here in this case 12/3. You can do the same thing for Start. You can use the filter that you can apply to views, or you can actually embed it in a view so you have a consistent view that always shows you what's due today. That completes our review of the 10 single simple solutions that are my favorites in ManagePro 9.0. I hope it's been helpful. Hope it's given you some new ideas about how to use the program more effectively. And be sure to check out the other upcoming videos on to-do management, resource allocation, and performance management, all of which have some core new features that you want to take advantage of.